Hi guys, just want to do a quick guide on the fastest way to farm Ultimate VIESSA and which amorphous materials you're going to want to prioritize. So firstly, as with pretty much all farms, you want to prioritize these three items first. Reason being they have an 18-hour craft time, so once these are crafting, you then have 18 hours to go ahead and farm the code, so it can sort of save you a little bit of time all in all. So for the cells, you're going to want to farm pattern 56. Reason being is this amorphous material farm takes around 4 minutes, whereas 86 takes more towards 9 minutes or so. So you know, twice as quick to do this one, and also execution is a slightly easier boss all in all. But the main reason is that sort of speed of being able to farm 56, and you don't want to do 114 because currently Frostwalk is just extremely difficult, especially in public lobby, so you'll be wasting a lot of time. Next, for the stabilizer, you're going to want to farm pattern 107. Reason being, you don't want to farm common patterns because this has a 3% drop chance, whereas this 107 has a 10% drop chance for the item, and so you're going to be wasting a ton of time trying to get the stabilizer through pattern 43. And despite the recent changes, you still just want to prioritize inset battles over void fusion reactors, because void fusion reactors have sort of two layers of RNG. First layer being whether or not you actually get the amorphous material, and the chance can be as low as 5% for some of them, and then of course the RNG as to whether you get the item out of the amorphous material. So just stick with 107 through the instead battle. And so for the third part, Spiral Catalyst, you unfortunately don't have a choice. You are going to have to go through the void fusion reactor route because there's no inset battles, but you're going to want to go for pattern 70. Reason being, this uses polymer as the primary shard, which is the second quickest to farm, and also the boss is a fairly easy boss to kill, fairly quick boss to kill, so not too bad there. In terms of the other two options, 118 does also use polymer as a primary, but the boss is slightly harder. And the last one, 108, uses organic, which is a slower farm than polymer, and the boss is a lot more annoying to kill than the other two. So just stick with pattern 70. And then lastly, for the code, you're going to want to go after pattern 75. Reason being is, again, you don't want to go for common amorphous materials because that 3% is just going to be horrible to farm. It's going to take you a ton of time. And at least with pattern 75, even though it's a void fusion reactor, you do get that 10% drop chance. So yeah, go for pattern 75. Now in terms of pain point items, the first one being the insulated metallic foil. This isn't actually too bad as long as you've gone out and farmed pattern 56 for the VIESSA enhanced cells. You will have farmed up quite a bit of this anyway, and possibly already have all the parts that you need. But if not, just go in, farm Magister's Lab, which is where you farm pattern 56, and you'll just run through to that first boss area, kill the first yellow health boss, and then reset the mission. You can do this on normal or hard. Normal will just make it a little bit easier, of course, and it should only take about a minute and a half, 2 minutes. Just do this on private rather than in public, unless you're playing with a group of friends, because you don't want to sort of ruin the mission for everyone else. The next pain point, the artificial biometal. Most of you probably already have a lot of this because this was one of the best farms in the game, at least when the game came out. And so it's here in Steroland, anticipated ambush point. It's sort of that 30-second, 40-second farm, and the last boss with the yellow health will drop this item, and you can get that in no time. And then last, the organic biogel. So there's 3 missions here, I've tried them all, and by far the best one was the Kingston surveillance radar mission. So you can get around 10 per minute with this run, whereas the other two are a lot slower, so just go for this one here. All in all, I think this was probably around about a 25 or so hour farm, so a little bit longer, and I think the reason being is you're sort of going for more void fusion reactors than some of the other ultimate descendants. But yeah, good luck, hope that helps, thanks.